Seungum whimpered in Jungkook's arms as sun rays of early morning light filtered through the window. They were cuddled up under a duvet on the king-size bed. Seunggi whispered under her breath while Jungkook tightened the hug, getting the all warmth. He kissed the crown of Songgong's head, then nuzzled it with his nose. Seunggi giggled and wrapped her arms around his neck, burying her face into the crook where Jungkook's neck met his shoulder. Asked Jungkook as he ran a hand over Songgong's back. The smile that broke across Songgong's face was bright enough to blind anyone. She buried her face even deeper into his neck and sighed contentedly. He laughed softly in response before leaning forward to kissing her cheek. Seongung hummed in response. They were cuddling on their bed, warm in each other's embrace, when Seongung suddenly said something unexpected. She pulled away him so she could stare into Jungkook's eyes with an expression he couldn't quite decipher. It was a mixture between curiosity and worry. Her eyes darted everywhere but at Jungkook, who was still didn't fully comprehend why they would be talking about this at such a time of a day. Jungkook asked as they both sat. She complained when though she was hiding about Soha's conversations last night. He asked sincerely, stroking her hair gently. She smiled at him and kissed his cheek. Song whispered against him. Jungkook inquired, titling his head questioningly. Seong replied after a pause. She looked back to look at him seriously, the concern clear on her face. Jungkook gave a small nod and acknowledgement. Song continued, her lips curved upward. She let her hand fall on her lap, fidgeting nervously. Jungkook reached over and took Song's hand, intertwining their fingers together. He rubbed soothing circles with his thumb on the back of Song's hand. Said Jungkook as he leaned in to kiss her forehead. He grinned at the way Songong blushed furiously and covered her face with her hand. He laughed and pulled her closer, planting kisses on her cheek and forehead one by one. His affectionate action seems to help calm Sungles down. Jungkook closed the file while he wasn't attentive at work. His mind was stuck off Songgong. He sat and looked at his computer screen. Jungkook immediately opened the file, which had footage of his office. He scrolled through the clips with increasing frustration. After a moment, he opened the video. Jungkook whispered and started to look forward the video. As soon he was watching it, he was getting angry. Jungkook slammed on the table. Jungkook growled under his breath. He picked up his phone and called Soha. After some calling, Soha picked up. She said over the phone. Jungkook started ignoring her question entirely. He hung up the call immediately as soon as he heard the answer. Jungkook muttered under his breath. Jungkook heard Songgong from behind and kissed her nape. He hummed as he rubbed his nose against her nape. He added with a pout and squished her tightly. Songgong scrumped to face him and pecked him on his lips sweetly. She giggled and settled more comfortably against his embers. She asked. He stroked her hair soothingly. Jungkook assured her as he rubbed slowly circles along her back. Seonga smiled in satisfaction. He sat and noticed the changing in her mood. Seongun sat with hesitation. Jungkook smiled and kissed her lips softly. He murmured as he pressed his lips against her and started to kissing her. It only lasted for a few seconds until the bell rang. Jungkook nodded his head.